Hello, you're watching Avenue X, and today let's talk about a recently finished airing Chinese web drama called 你给我的喜欢, The Love You Give Me. This is a 28 episode contemporary drama that has finished airing on the platform Tencent. It is directed by Ding Yingzhou, who has directed many Chinese dramas before, including 烟与赋, the more recent one, Autumn Ballad, written by the scriptwriter Guo Shuang. It was shot from the beginning of June last year to the end of August, so the hottest time of the year, in the city Shenzhen, which is very south of China. And also I remember last year happened to be a really hot year. Maybe that's why this drama does get really bright lighting, trying to maybe hide all the sweat on actors' faces all the time. This drama is led by Wang Ziqi and Wang Yuwen. While I'm speaking their names, I'm already smiling. This is their third official time working together. There was a very similar contemporary drama, and it was one of my guilty pleasure drama of that year. For this new one, I'll give it a 1 gold mine rating, so it's lower than the marriage one that they've done previously, and I'll let you know my reasons. I still enjoy this drama quite a lot. It still has a lot of elements that I like about these two playing a couple. Quickly introduce you to what the story is about, and then we're gonna go into the details. This is a contemporary big metropolis setting romantic drama. This one is also a very classic high romance setup, definitely outdated in 2020s, called 带球跑 story. In Chinese, that term literally means you escape or you run away, carrying the ball within you. So it's specific on female characters, meaning they're pregnant, but they don't stay, they kind of disappears from the male person's world. We start at the story where the female lead is already a mother and her kid is already 4 or 5 years old, and she meets the guy that they broke up that many years ago, had a really bad fallout, but now they meet again at work environment, so they kind of have to deal with each other, but there's a lot of pent-up stuff in the past. And they actually broke up because of a classic stupid misunderstanding. And as you can tell, the drama is gonna be about these two people coming back together after that many years, and now they have a kid. I mean, it is their kid, but the guy doesn't know. And he will find out, obviously. And clearly the kid will become instrumental in terms of bringing them back together. So let's go into the detail part about what's watchable and probably very enjoyable and interesting about the drama first, then definitely why I don't have such a good rating for it. On the positive end, point number 1, lighthearted, funny, comedy-filled contemporary drama with good-looking people. Eat while watching and not thinking too much about the logic of it, and have fun with it but not taking it seriously type of drama. Point number 2, I do have to now talk about, it's their third time working together, and they have definitely developed such a good rapport and working relationship on camera. In this case, the leading actors, Wang Yuwen and Wang Ziqi, are more comfortable with each other and any form of intimacy that the director wants on camera than the director himself. It's almost like the director would be, can you do that? Yeah, of course we can do that. We can do it more, like we can do it in 3 different ways, you know, pick one you want. If you've watched their previous 只是结婚关系 drama, you already know what they are like. In this drama, it's like the upgraded, more evolved version. These two actors and also their screen persona, it just keeps going down that 老夫老妻 line, married for a long time, husband and wife line. And to add on, and I think to the great luck to this specific drama, they picked such a good kid actor to play their son. This kid called Cui Yixin is a godsend. First, he's a great actor, very relaxed. On camera, you almost cannot tell he's acting. He's just being himself, but being so in the story and in the role at the same time. The other thing is he looks exactly like a biological kid of these two actors. Top half of his face looks more like the guy. Lower half of the face looks more like the girl. And if the 3 of them walk out on the street as a family pretending, nobody would ever question. Everybody who sees them would say, wow, biological kid of you too. If you look at any kind of special features this drama throws out on social media about how they were working on set, they get along so well. The fake mom, fake dad, and fake kid. It rarely happens in dramas where you can find such perfectly fitting actors. I would really say at least half of the fun and how believable this story rested on this kid, and the kid made it happen happen had it not been this kid. It wouldn't be the same drama even when it's Wang Yuwen and Wang Ziqi. So, if you're curious about how ridiculously convincing it could look like for people who are not blood related to look like they're blood related on camera, go and watch this drama. Just check it out for a little bit and have fun with that. Then the third positive thing about this drama is this drama does have 2 more supporting coupling. I wouldn't say it's the best way of organizing the drama, and in an ideal world, I'd hope their story be tidied up even more. The whole 28 episode may be too much. If some of the supporting love lines can get cut down, the overall experience of the story would be even better, but at least they're not annoying to me. Sometimes you get really annoying supporting couples that takes too much screen time and you just want to kick them out, like the Little Forest occasion. So these are the points that I can think of. I would put on the positive side about why this drama is worth checking out still for you very experienced and seasoned drama watchers who've seen too many things like that in Chinese dramaland. Now let's talk about what is not so ideal and why I don't give it as high a rating as the previous collaboration between these 2 actors. Point number 1, I think this drama is too long for 28 episodes, and the 28 number is a really odd number for Chinese dramas. Usually you get 20, 24, 30, that type of number, 36. Somehow people don't ever end up with 28. So I have a feeling either they have a longer script that got edited down or a shorter script that got in editing, so don't know which case is the case. But as it stands, as a 28 episode drama, I think it's too long. Also, structurally of every episode, they like to do the adding on the end of every episode, a couple of minutes of the memories of the 2 leads of their past. At the beginning of the drama, they meet after they've broken up for years and haven't really seen each other. End of every episode, they have that flashback talking about what it was like when they were much younger and when they were first together. And those little clips, apart from the fact that they extend the time of the episode, they really don't add much more valuable information. It just shows how sweet they were when they were together. It often is like they are traveling, they're on a trip, they have fun at a place. You don't have to add that on. If you take that out, you probably can cut down like 2 episodes. So this drama definitely has a little bit watered down, extended over its capacity problem. It definitely impacts your overall experience, and honestly, I did fast forward through parts of the drama because I just can't stand sometimes that it doesn't get to the point. The second point that I would warn you if it's something that you don't like, which is this drama is definitely what I call a floater, a floating drama that is very detached from reality. You have 2 main characters who are set up as the super successful people in this world. The guy is an heir of a big company. He's helicoptered in CEO because his whole family owns big businesses. The only problem he has is he had a heart condition since he was a kid and he was adopted, and it kind of got solved. Basically, life is too easy and ideal, and they write this whole heart disease thing into the story is just so that he is not invincible. There's just like 1 little weakness that may at any time cause a big problem, which is something you can't fight against. Natural condition you're born with. Apart from that, he's way too perfect to be real. And then for the lady, when you think about a single mother carrying a kid and then ran away and then not let the guy know, but still doing really well career-wise, bringing up the kid-wise, she's like the ideal 21st century woman who is independent, strong, career-oriented, capable, like way too ideal. She is supposedly a software development person who is very into the frontier of this area. She's like AI master. She designs all this type of, I don't think it makes a lot of sense, stuff. And being able to look like she's 20-year-old, perfect skin, beautifully brought up kid who's perfect. Everything about her, even her office, looks like nothing like anybody who actually works in the industry that she works in. That's like as far detached from reality as you can get. If this type of overtly romanticized existence is offensive to you, I do understand that, and this drama is not your thing, okay? Because you're not gonna believe any moment of the storytelling. And I had to turn that completely off, that part of my brain completely off to watch this drama. Otherwise, everything that shows up, I'm just gonna pick. So, highly detached and floating above reality drama. The third thing is the essential reason why I don't think it's as enjoyable as their previous collaboration. That one is such a classic, just focused on the romantic story that although it's also detached, you can completely watch it as 20 years ago idol drama that just has good-looking girl, good-looking guy, and a lot of comedy and not taking it that seriously. But this drama, because right from the beginning, they have a kid already. And they already went into the reality part much more than the previous work they got together. It's inevitable that you would think about this situation they are in. If it's a grounded story, if it's very realistic, it wouldn't be in any way as romantic and as pretty as this drama would have it. And there's particularly this thing that you'd question about certain actions that this guy, the main lead male role, does in the drama. Had it been a more serious, more grounded, realistic, and less, let's say, young and pretty actor, if this guy looks like in any way more realistic, then a lot of the actions he does probably will be questionable. For example, when he realized the kid is actually his biological kid, he just couldn't help putting himself into their life. He injects himself so forcefully. There are quite a lot of twists and turns in terms of what he's gone through in the drama, and then how that conflicts with the female lead's interest, and how they kind of balance that battle against each other, but also come to a conclusion that works out. The drama does show you the processes, and I'd say it makes sense in the story's narrative itself. But it still begs the question that it only worked out in such an ideal way because the writer let it be like that, or they still love each other for real, and the so-called misunderstanding between them really isn't such a big thing. It's just a misunderstanding. When it gets worked out, it all is fine, so they get back together. What if it's a couple that had such a big fallout that they can't get back together? So they would be in this awkward position. A woman and a man would be fighting against the custody of the kid, and it's gonna end up very ugly. The guy is coming from such a high place of the money and resources, and wants to take the kid back to his life, is what we call 摘桃子, which is picking the peach. Basically, you haven't worked on the orchard, and there's a woman who was growing the trees and for years bringing up the kid. Now you just suddenly drops in from nowhere, tries to pick the peach. That kind of action is very questionable morally, because it's Wang Yuan and Wang Ziqi, and we all know it's their third time working together, and they're gonna play a very romantic in-love couple, and they do go together so well, and you can't imagine them being enemies in the story, and the story is meant to make them look like a really great couple, and therefore it's not a problem in this story. But realistically, if this type of situation in real life in any way is less perfectly set up as this drama has it, then this whole thing is a totally different story. It would be very ugly. It would be the blood pressure rising 爱奇艺 realistic family drama that every 3 seconds you wanna pause the drama and take a deep breath. It's like the little piece of gravel in your shoe in this drama that while I'm having fun with this coupling and their acting and the actor and actress, that gravel is still just there. It's a very rosy and ideal picture, or it rarely happens in reality. I think that's a very complicated element they've put into a romantic contemporary drama, and that's why I don't rate it as high as the pure just romantic comedy kind of drama they've done together previously. Still though, overall this drama is watchable. It's just not a masterpiece, and I've told you all the things that you should be aware of before you go into it. So these are everything I can think of and I want to say about 你给我的喜欢, The Love You Give Me. Hope that's useful for you to decide whether you should spend your time watching this drama. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.